I guess in the last 7 decades, we've probably seen it all, and countries has changed dramatically. Business and the economy's fortunes have waxed and waned over that period. We have come off the back of 5 of the strongest years of foreign direct investment into Ireland that we've seen in our history. A really strong period of growth, investment across all of our key sectors. So pharmaceuticals, medical technologies, international financial services, technology, engineering, business services. I think all of those sectors are sectors which we believe underpin the modern economy. And I think we've really seen the value of those sectors in this period because they have proven the most resilient since the onset of COVID. So Ireland, while like all other countries grappling with a health crisis and grappling with the ensuing economic impact of that health crisis, we are fortunate that we have such strong sectors which to some extent will cushion the impact on the economy. So even though we're in a time of unprecedented disruption caused by the COVID pandemic, investors are still looking for the same fundamentals. Top of the list is probably the issue of stability, particularly political stability and policy stability. They want to know that the country that they're coming to, that the country that they're investing is going to have stable policies, and basically what they are being sold is what they're actually getting. And Ireland has a long track record in relation to pro-enterprise policies and stability around those pro-enterprise policies. The government, even during this period, continues to invest in the infrastructure of the country, so roads, rail, broadband. We have a very significant capital development plan. And that infrastructure obviously doesn't just reside in the large cities. That is infrastructure which is going to have an impact right throughout the country. And when I look at our portfolio of companies that have come and invested in Ireland, obviously there are many that have come to the larger urban areas in Dublin, Cork, Limerick, Galway, Waterford. But there are also many companies that operate in regional Ireland outside of those large urban areas, particularly true of manufacturing. We're a relatively small country, albeit that we believe that we have a significant impact on the world, particularly when it comes to attracting investment. But investors coming into Ireland with the assistance of IDEA can easily navigate the policy system, the political system in Ireland, and indeed make connections with other companies who have already invested in Ireland. And we see that happening on a daily basis here, where we see companies coming in. We're able to introduce them to government agencies that they may require to support them. We can introduce them to regulators who they may require to be licensed or by or supervised by. And then we can also introduce them to other companies, both within their own sectors, but also within adjacent sectors, where they can build partnerships. And often we hear back from investors that they can do things in Ireland which they are unable to do in their home countries just by the adjacency of companies and the government system. Ireland has remained attractive even during this period. We see some of the largest brand names in the world continuing to invest in Ireland during this period. And that's because of our track record, I think, largely, that companies who have come here, and there are over 1,500 multinational companies operating in Ireland, have proven that they can set up quickly, they can grow quickly, and that they can establish very significant presence in Ireland from which they can export right across the globe. And that is our model. So the fundamentals of having the talent available for these companies to grow, the fundamentals of having a pro-enterprise environment where we want to support all businesses, Irish and multinationals, to grow and internationalize and export from Ireland. The consistent, competitive, transparent tax regime, which is important to companies. The investment in infrastructure, all types of infrastructure to support those companies to operate and to develop here. All of those things are hugely important and the reason why we continue to attract investment into Ireland.